The free weight exercise that I'm going to be demonstrating is a forward step lunge using dumbbells. Later on, I'm going to demonstrate the progressions, the regressions, and go through coaching cues and common mistakes and errors. But right now, I'm just going to talk about the benefits of the exercise. So, forward step lunge has benefits of strengthening the lower body musculature, improving the core stability and strength, enhancing hip flexibility, and increasing functionality. And lunges can be used for almost anybody with the right modifications to suit wherever they're at, whether it's someone with a previous injury or older populations or younger populations. So there's a lot of progressions and regressions to fit everybody, whether that's decreasing range of motion, adding in something to hold on to, but I'll talk about that later in the video. So the reason that the lunge is advantageous over other lower body exercises such as a leg press, hamstring curl machine, or quad machine is because the lunge requires more core stability and strength, which it makes the exercise more challenging, but the actual lunging, the motion of lunging mimics activities of daily living such as walking up the steps or just walking more than stationary machines do. And also, in general, having a stronger core can make activities of daily living easier and prevent lower back pain, will help prevent lower back pain, and then improve balance and posture. And I'll cite the source for that on my document. So now I'm going to demonstrate how to perform it, how to give coaching cues, and then show modifications and progressions. For this portion of the video, I'm going to take out the original sound because there was a lot of distracting background noises, and I'm going to replace it with a voiceover. So what I was saying during this portion of the video was that before you begin, you need to explain to your client how to do the exercise properly. So I usually follow the tell, show, do technique, which is from the American Council on Exercise. So basically you tell your client how to do it, you show them how to do it, and then you have them do it. So at this point, I was explaining that you don't want the shoulders to be rolled forward. You want to make sure they're set back and that the torso is upright and the core stays tight during the lunge. And then I go into talking about how when he takes his step forward, it needs to be larger than a typical stride length step so he can achieve a 90 degree angle in both knees when he goes down into the lunge. So now I'm going to have the client turn and face towards the camera so we can look at his feet and his knees. So we want to make sure that they know that their toes on both feet, the front and the back foot, should be facing forward the entire time during the lunge, and that their knees are not caving in at any point, and that can sometimes be caused by an overpronation of the foot. A good cue is also to tell them to keep that front knee right over the ankle and make sure it doesn't go past the toes. These cues would help to avoid common errors such as, like I said, the knee caving in or the back legs foot pointed outward, like an external rotation from the leg. Other common errors are the torso leaning too far forward or taking too small of a step like I talked about earlier. The client is now going to demonstrate a modification or a regression, which would be a bodyweight lunge. There's a lot of different ways you could modify the exercise, but that's just one of them. Okay, now he's going into the progression of the exercise, which is an overhead dumbbell lunge, and putting the weight overhead makes it harder because you have a longer lever length, and also the resistance is further away from the body, which adds a additional core challenge, thus making the exercise more challenging.